Shall I start? I will chant one shloka, okay? And then we'll start. Chant the shloka, offering our pranams to the Guru, the Master, who has given me the knowledge, and being grateful to him. I think in our lives, if we always remember that we are getting so many things in life, so many opportunities, and whatever we have got, we should be very grateful to the Creator for giving us this life and the things that we have got or deserved, He has given us, and feel very blessed about it. So I'll chant a shloka, which is an offering to the Guru, a pranam. Swamin namaste nataloka bandho karunya sindho patitam bhavabdho mamuddharatmiya kataksha drishtya rijvyati karunya sudhabhivrishya swamin namaste swamin namaste swamin namaste swamin namaste. Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru. So before I start, I would like to ask you, did you really like the session? You did? Do you think that it will be beneficial, this exposure, in your lives? Okay. So in my breakup group, I was telling the few who were there with me that I stepped on this path when I was young. I was 23 years old, doing my PhD at that time in physics. I grew up in Delhi. So, as soon as I got exposure, and I feel that the exposure that you are getting, you are very fortunate, because at younger age you are getting exposed. And if you consider this knowledge to be helpful, and at least through your life, if you sometimes can remember it and live and hold on to it, it will do you good. And when I stepped on this path, I felt that we are always taught academics, right? Many subjects. From the time we are conscious, we find we are in school, then we have to study, we have to do homework, then we have to write exams, we undergo a lot of anxiety about our results, and etc. But when I stepped on this path, I understood that nobody has taught us, neither in school, college, the higher centers of education, how to handle the mind. Say, when we go and sit for an exam and we find that we don't know the replies, the nervousness that we feel, or before that, the anxiety that we undergo, or even in profession, when you have a lot of things to do and you are not coming up to the expectation of the bosses, the feeling of either an anxiety or a disappointment or a feeling of stress. We have not been taught how to handle the mind and make the mind still, poised and balanced, and feel sort of not getting so much affected that you simply feel drowned. So the academic subjects that we learn in our worldly life and the spiritual knowledge that we learn in the spiritual path, I think that there is this basic difference, that we can apply it in our mind. The other subjects has nothing to do with our mind. We have to just be studying them and get good results for the good career. And as you master the subject more and more in your profession also, you have to be very up to date, and then you will grow, you will get promotions and all that. So this knowledge is that way very, very useful for everybody, and it is what to say, unfortunate that we as children are not exposed to it early enough. If we are exposed to it early enough, then it will be very good for us. But it is not done. But at least those who are exposed, and if they understand the value of the knowledge, you must understand the value of the knowledge. Like I was telling, that you have to, like say, all of you are either students or in profession. So, and even including me, when we studied, there was a focus that we should study well and we should get into a good career. So whatever we did in our early life, we have played, we have gone here, gone there with the friends, many things we have done. But the whole focus, beyond everything, the basic focus was, I must study well and get into some kind of line. So that yearning for being good student or getting a good profession, that yearning has to be very focused. Otherwise you will not do well. Similarly, when we understand that the mind can be handled well, because in everybody's life there is lot of ups and downs in the way of it can be likes, dislikes, it can be success, failure, so many things can happen. And also the things that we want, we do not get, or things we do not want, we get. So how to keep the balance? These things will be constantly faced by all of us. So this knowledge will help us to steer through all these ups and downs in this life. So once we understand this, so what is necessary for that? To have faith in the person who is giving the exposure, right? And we are giving you the exposure. Now in the exposure, what are we saying? We are not saying anything that is just my creation. We are saying things which are from our sacred scriptures. And the scriptures have been put forward by, or composed by, or told by such people who have also led this path in this world, undergone all the ups and downs of life, and understood that there is a path to reach a point, a state, going where or reaching where one will be able to remain afloat. You understand that meaning of afloat? Many of you may be knowing swimming, so we remain afloat. Or say the bicycle. When we try to learn bicycle, so many times we fall, right? But after some time, we can even we need not hold the handle even, and we can just cycle and go. How did it happen? Because we practiced, because we mastered it. So here also, first of all, we should have a faith in the person who is saying, and what we are saying is from the scriptures, and these scriptures are giving us the exposure to the experienced fact. What is experience? Many of you may be from science, so you know the difference between the theory and practical. That whatever we study in theory, we have to do, if we do go to the laboratory and do some experiments, we understand that this theory is true. So similarly, here, these sacred texts, they are told by people who have experienced this in their lives, that this knowledge is very helpful to remain afloat in this life. Now, my question is that, do you really want to remain afloat and poised in your life? Or you want to always be under the mind's influence, where the mind drags you sometimes to lot of happiness, elation, sometimes to lot of depression, or sometimes to disappointments, confusions, indecisions. So do you really think that you want it? Raise your hands. Who all would like to become very confident and poised in life? I think all of us we want. And also be confident and poised. When will it come? When we do not have any fear, right? We always have some fear or other. Say, I like to have something. So suppose money. I have got a lot of money. Then what is the fear? Fear is how to preserve it, how to increase it, and then it should not be get robbed by others. Sometimes children, they waste money. So even if, say, young people also, we should be very calculated and see that money is not wasted but increased. Anything in life what we want to have, when we do not have, we have a lot of irritation, anger, frustration. Then sometimes we blame others. That because of you I could not get it. So we blame others, we suffer. And if we have a fear of losing it, losing what we get. So these things, so happiness comes, or the confidence and poise comes when we, and along with it comes the fearlessness of not minding whatever kind comes in life, accept it. Accept it in the manner in which it comes. But at the same time, do not be blindly accepting. You should be seeing that you can get over that situation and become all right. Whatever is necessary to be done, we do. We do 100%. We give our 100% in any action, whether it is a college student or a professional, or even a housewife who is looking after a child, say, having small children. So many, a mother who was just a daughter earlier, then gets married, becomes a wife. So a family starts, a family life starts, then you have a child. Then there is so much challenge to look after a child. Because we are not experienced with a child. Every parent will be having the first experience to deal with a child. They did not know. So there will be a lot of mistakes sometimes, a lot of overdoing sometimes, and we ourselves feel what we should do. So in all these situations, we must understand that we should have a balance in life, a poise in life, and confidence in life. And along with that will come a fearlessness in life. Fearlessness. Can you just imagine? Can we buy fearlessness anywhere? We may have a lot of money. We cannot write a check and deposit it and get fearlessness. We cannot buy from anywhere. How to have fearlessness? Unaffectedness? This affectedness, becoming affected, is our problem. Is it not? Affected by what? Affected by anxiety, fear, and sometimes frustration. All that we want, we're not getting it, so we get affected. We're affected by others' behavior, mostly others' words. We say friends or siblings. We expect that my brother or sister should behave like this. We don't. It's not done. It's not happening. So what can we do? You cannot get irritated always. Even parents, you will feel that, oh, my parents should be like this, must be understanding, must be considerate, must give me a lot of independence. But the parents may not. So how do you then handle the situation? You understand? These are very simple things, not big things like buying a car, buying a house, or acquiring a lot of money and wealth, or name, fame, prestige, or you going up in profession. Apart from all that, we all want good words from others. We all want to be loved. We all want that everybody should praise me or say at least some good words to me. Is it not? No. Hansika is a little doubtful. You don't want little good words from anybody? Not giving me reply. So you can give her a lot of so she doesn't want good words. So let us give her all kinds of harsh and rude words every day. So I think what I'm saying is making any sense to you? Okay. So if we are intelligent, we are human beings. So what is the difference between an animal, insect or any other thing and human beings? In all these creatures, they get born, they eat, sleep and procreate, right? But human beings have been given mind and intelligence to think with the mind. And the intelligence should decide for the mind what is good and what is bad. We come to know, all of us know that we should not put our hand in fire. We'll get burnt. All of us know that when it is very cold, we should put on some warm clothes, otherwise we will catch cold. So certain things we know. But certain things like the mind, we do not know how to handle our mind. It undergoes so much turbulent emotions and sentiments constantly, and the cause may be anything. So how to handle it? It goes up and down, up and down. Can it be handled? What is this mind? Who will handle it? What knowledge will handle it? So suppose all of you drive cars. So when you started learning, and then now that you would drive, you are so confidently driving. But when you were learning, there was a little anxiety. Am I doing it all right? Parents will also be a little anxious. So how did you learn driving? Somebody taught you. You learned somewhere. And about the mind, who is going to teach us? That how to handle this mind, which goes up and down, up and down. Sometimes it is the same mind sometimes will feel very, very ecstatic, very elated, finding everything very good, loving everybody. And the same mind sometimes becomes absolutely dull, not wanting to do anything, disinterested like anything, indifferent to everything. Nothing we find interesting. Does it not happen to everybody? And then we feel that, we know that it will pass off. But till it passes off, we do suffer. And we really do not know what to do. So this knowledge, spiritual knowledge, it allows us to learn how to handle this mind and how we can go about it. There is a sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Have you heard of Bhagavad Gita, all of you? Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, there is a sloka where Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna. First he told about Arjuna was, I don't know whether you know the background. Arjuna, he was one of the Pandavas who they were preparing for war with the Kauravas, that is Duryodhana and his brothers. And Arjuna had done tapasya, that is austerities, for 13 years. And he had done a lot of austerities to get good weapons also, which will make him victorious. Having done all that, and when the war started, the day the war started, Arjuna had Sri Krishna as the charioteer. He had asked Sri Krishna to be his charioteer. He told Sri Krishna that, can you just take me ahead and placed the chariot in the middle. That side is the Duryodhana side, this side is Pandava side. I want to see with whom I am fighting. And when the chariot was placed, he first saw his teacher, Dronacharya, from whom he has learned all the archery. He was in the opposite side. He was the most adorable and respectable person in his life, given him all the lessons by which he has become such a good, he knows how to do this archery. Then he saw his own grandfather, Bhishma, who had taken him in the lap and brought him up. And similarly, so many cousin brothers. Duryodhana had 100 brothers, all of them. Also, many other known people. And he felt that, I have to kill all these people to get victorious. I cannot do it. So he suddenly got when he faced a real situation, he was working for that situation to fight. And when he actually faced the situation, he became so nervous, feeling that I am going to kill so many people and then become victorious. How will I even enjoy the kingdom? So he's completely shattered in the mind. His mouth became dry. He started shivering and he sat down. All his bows and arrows fell down. And that time he told Krishna, please tell me, what is the supreme in life? Supreme auspicious in life. I am not understanding what is good for me. Should I fight? I feel like running away from here. I cannot fight. So Krishna gave him a lot of suggestions, advice and everything that I am not going into detail. But Arjuna told him, you are my friend and cousin brother. Now, you please give me a lesson. Teach me what is Shreyas. What is Shreyas? It is a supreme felicity. What is supreme in life? What will give you supreme happiness in life? That is called Shreyas. All other thing in this life is prayers. You understand? The two words you don't understand, and just hear the words. One is Shreyas and one is prayers. What is prayers? Prayers is things from which we get short-lived pleasures. You understand? Short-lived. Short-lived pleasures. All the pleasures that we get is only short-lived. It will be for some duration. Some pleasures will be for a little longer duration. But every pleasure gets over. And then we look forward to something more. We buy something which we have been wanting to buy. We save money and then we buy. Then that becomes a little old. Then the mind is looking for something new. So mind is never satisfied. Human mind, I'm not talking about anybody else. Everybody's mind is like that. Is it not? Okay. Now, don't ever think that, why should I listen to all these things? Because the whole life is there in front of you. In every situation, every sphere, you will find you'll have to deal with your mind, which is always bringing in a lot of negative thoughts and trying to drown you into that. So how to become positive in the thoughts? So when Arjuna said that, please tell me what is good for me, supremely good for me. So Krishna started telling him, first thing he said, which Swamiji was telling, that you are the body, you are not the body, you are the soul. What is the body? Body is changeful. That is, body is also changeful. Naturally, you know that. From you were a child, then you grew up, now you're whatever ages you are, now the body is like this. After some time, your body will be a little different, maybe you will become a little fatter, and after some time, grey hair will come, right? And after some time, you'll have to have a stick to walk. The body is changing constantly. And eyesight will go slowly as you grow. And what happens? Mind also changes. You look, when you were young, what all you thought, do you think like that? You're matured. Similarly, when you get into a family, you will be more matured. More matured. So mind is also constantly changing. And the intelligence also will have more and more sharpness as you go ahead. So these are all changing. The I that I am, everybody has a name, form, height, weight, everything. Everybody is coming from a particular family, particular house, they have studied something particular, have some jobs or some still studying. So everybody's identity is different. And I said, we feel that this is the I. But this I is what? Dependent on the limited body, mind, my identity, which is changing constantly. Right? Am I right? But Krishna said that no, this is so. This body drops. The body ultimately dies. But the soul, the consciousness, the presence, which is universal, which animates the body. That is, only because of that consciousness is there, we are able to move about, see, hear, smell, touch, taste, walk about. With hands we are able to do work. Our heart is beating, our lungs is bellowing. Everything we are able to do because there is a consciousness which animates the body. You understand? Just like, say, here there are so many lights. Each light is different looking. There is a camera, there is a mic. All are working on what? Electricity, right? Now, maybe one bulb goes bad, but the electricity remains. You understand? So that here also, this consciousness actually, like the electricity is making them work, the consciousness is animating the bodies to become active. So Krishna said this. And then slowly he said that, there is a state, if you are aspiring. What is the aspiration? What should be your aspiration? I know you are all aspire for what? More and more professional excellence. Is it? Okay. Let us see. What is your aspiration?
Be successful and live a peaceful life.
Successful and peaceful life. Successful in profession, family. How will the peacefulness and successfulness come?
I think having financial security is important.
That is very important. Financial security is important. To have good family is very important, who will give you support in any situation. Okay, just repeat it because it's getting recorded.
Yeah, I think to be financially secure, have a good, loving social circle, friends, family, everyone around me to be happy as well. I think that's key to live a peaceful life.
Peaceful life. Okay. You? Can you tell?
What my aspirations are? To be happy.
Happy by what?
I think...
What will make you happy?
I kind of think there's a degree to which nothing external can make you happy. You just have to be happy internally. And I feel like if you can be happy internally, then what do you care what your external is like? As long as you're happy, what else matters?
Good. So you understand that. But still, definitely, on knowing that there is an internal happiness which can fulfill you, you should not, you should still try to be externally happy also. Externally be comfortable, externally whoever is dependent on you, and Suppose you are working, then the whole organization or office depends on your work. You cannot be lazy enough thinking that I only need my internal happiness, right? So both are very important, and only when the internal happiness is there, for which we have to work, everything else around will become happier.
I'm Ananya. I also agree with what both of them said. I think being happy is something I aspire for, like being content with, whatever I am, and like just trying my best. Yeah.
Wait. I think it's a very openly you have said that I think all of you have said openly what you are aspiring for. Okay, I will come and summarize it.
I would also say the same.
Hey, not like that. It is giving a ditto mark. Not like that. You have been given a microphone to talk.
I would also want to be happy, and I think financially stable to support both, I guess, my family and my parents at an old age and all those. And yeah.
Okay. Vishak.
Yeah, I'm Vishak. I think my aspiration would be to make all the people I love and respect happy. Then I would also be happy.
I'm Ashwin. I think reaching a position where I can support my family and the people around me who are in need, I think that would make me feel at peace.
Okay. Yes.
My name is Durish, and I think something that would make me happy is getting the career that I'm interested in, getting a good position in that, and doing well in it, excelling at it.
Again, repeat it.
Excelling at a career that I'm passionate about.
Okay.
I'm in the same position as Durish. We both just started school, so we want to get into a good position in a job we like. Also, I want to bench 405.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Shyam. I aspire to help people and to learn more.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sweta. I'd say similar to other people, my aspiration is to be happy, and that would be sort of having health and happiness for my family, and balancing being a good mother with continuing to succeed in my career.
Okay.
My name is Anushka, and I think if my family is happy and my friends are happy, I think I'll be happy too.
Okay.
My name is Anya, and I want to be successful and have a lot of money.
Okay.
My name is Neha, and I'm happy to be with my family.
To be with your
family.
Family. Okay.
I'm Roshan. I think I would say, in addition to what Anish said about friends and family, also a sense of community, and knowing that I worked as hard as I could.
Very good to have come to know what you all aspire for. Along with that, because I find in all of you, you have not only said that you want to be happy, you have said that you want to make the family happy, support the family, and help people. And of course, in profession also you want to do much better, right? I mean, long and short of is this. But I would like you to understand, and I would like you to understand because I was also a young person like you, and I have gone through so many years of my experience. I understand that along this aspiration to grow in your worldly aspirations, be successful, and be a good, say first a son or a daughter, then a husband or a wife, then in your neighborhood, you should be a good neighbor, you should be a good citizen of the country. So many things are there. It should be that, all that should be an aspiration in life. And then when you become married, a good parent, you should be a good parent. Now, only when we do this, we are happy. We keep our family comfortable in more or less good way. But in that also, I would like you to understand that additionally, we must always look into our own within. All that you have said is happiness from outside things, right? Your profession, your family, your having money or success in the profession, everything. All is from outside objects. You are wanting to have happiness. Okay? Is it not? But apart from that, there is a own happiness which also you should pursue. So you are now pursuing something by which you want to make yourself happy, your family happy, your future happy, maybe the society happy, like doctors. They have to help so many people. Whenever we are in trouble, we go to learn to doctors. So they are doing a great job. And in every other profession, you are doing something for the organization. That means you are helping the country. So, apart from that happiness, you should always understand that every time when we are looking for happiness from outside, it will have the natural thing of sometimes going down, sometimes going up. The mind will sometimes go up, sometimes will come down. That is success and failure, or a profit loss, or whatever you can say, likes and dislikes, everything will be there. So, whatever you are pursuing in the worldly domain, can there be anything else by which my mind, whatever may be the situation, when it goes up, when it goes down, the situations, or a big wave comes as an adversity, is there anything by which my mind can remain unaffected and afloat? Would you like to have that? Suppose you have a very good job, very good profession, very good family. Somebody in the family is sick. Will you have any enjoyment? No. Suppose however much you try, you find that you are not getting a promotion, whereas some others who are not maybe giving so much output is getting a promotion. You will not be happy. Mind will be unhappy. So, how to go about this? How to face this, ups and downs of life, still remain afloat, still remain unaffected? Don't you want that? So I am only telling you, not much time is left. So I'm only telling you that you should, whatever exposure you have got now, you should look into your mind and seek that happiness. In this 1 or 2 days, we cannot give you all that has to be done. Actually, nothing has to be done. You have to just love that. You must have that aspiration and love that aspiration. What is the aspiration? That I will try to find my own joy. Own joy. In our, Krishna told Arjuna about the soul which is changeless. In our own within, the soul is there, which animates everything, activates all our organs. That soul has its own joy. It is called Atma, and it is Atma's identity, or the description is Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat means it exists always. The body falls, but it remains. Like the bulb may get fused, but the electricity remains. Ananda, Chit is consciousness. The consciousness is animating everything. And the last comes Ananda. Our own within has its own Ananda. Now we are saying that I will earn money and I will make my family happy, right? I'll support my family. Or I will do this, I will help people, or I will feel secure in my life. That's all okay. I'm not saying you should not do it. You should definitely do it. Do all the responsibilities and duties of life you have to perform. But at the same time, look for that sva-ananda. What is sva-ananda? Say, sva-ananda. Swa means one's own, ananda means delight or joy. Look for that joy. How will you look? Sometimes in the day, whenever you have time, just look inside you and try to find out that stillness inside, the silence inside. We are in a rat race, constantly from one work to another, one work to another, one work to another. But we can give this much time. And I always say, if you say that I'm very busy, I will not agree at all, because we at least have 20 to 25 minutes time in our bathrooms when we take bath. Nobody can disturb us at that time. You cannot even take bath with a full cell phone in hand, right? So it's your own time when you dress up and you take bath. If you are not using these point, and there will be other moments also. If you want to, just like as a student, you only look forward to whenever the necessary, you studied well and got good results. Because the passion was there, the interest was there, the focus was there. Similarly, if you feel, that is why I am saying, you really need it. If you are intelligent enough, you must need this. Your aspiration should be, along with the worldly aspirations, I must try to look into my own insight and try to have that my own Ananda. And when we have one's own Ananda, you know what happens? The mind, in whichever situation, maybe even seeing somebody else's unhappiness or misery, our mind will be affected, but will remain calm. There will be always an Ananda Rasa, nectarine delight, which we can feel if we dip in ourselves. Now we are constantly going out like this, right? And there, what we do? We come and take a dip into the sea of Ananda, ocean of Ananda inside us, and get contentment. Contentment. What is contentment? When you don't want anything else. That is the actual happiness. When we like many delicious food is there, and we have eaten enough, but still somebody wants to serve us more. What do? No. Is it not? We cannot take any more because we are contented. The stomach gets contented, cannot take any more. Like that, the mind also can become contented with its own Ananda. But that doesn't mean that you should not try to enjoy the world. Do it. But for this, to get to this state, very simple things are necessary. Love that virtue. Love that virtue. That is, I will try to do this. I will not only look outside. I will sometimes look inside also. Try to analyze myself, assess myself, how I can improve myself, how I can become more focused, more restful, more calm in my mind, not get disturbed. All this, we become agitated throughout the day by our behavior and interactions. We either snap at others or shout at others or say some harsh words, or sometimes we are too much good to others. So all these things you should analyze at least once in the day, maybe before you sleep, that could I have done better? Could I do better? How I can do it? So I would like, I think this is I'm not going to talk to you further. Tomorrow I don't have the session. I don't know what is the session tomorrow. Anyway, so I like a very loving mother, I'm telling you that remember these words that I'm telling you. Sometime in the day, look within yourselves. Purify yourself. Purify means all the bad traits that you yourself don't like. There are many bad traits, no? Procrastination. Procrastination everybody has. Then laziness. All these things. Why I am saying this? Because I have also gone through this. It's not that I have become a sannyasin just like that. But I tried to go beyond them, because the focus was always, so you know that I was quite well educated. It's not that I neglected everything, and I lived in household for 12 years. After that only I have left. And so everything I did well. And if I could not, it would pain me that, oh, why was I lazy? Why I didn't do it well and perfectly? So that kind of constant analysis of oneself, self-examination, you can call it. Self-examination is absolutely necessary to live a very happy life. Even in a family, you'll find that if you do self-examination, you can be a better son, better daughter, better husband or wife, better parents. Now, oh, should I have talked like this? Should I have expected this? And another thing is that don't expect anything from anybody. We expect a lot. My brother or sister should behave like this, my parents should behave like this, my husband should behave like this, wife should behave like this. And when we do not get that behavior, we are upset. So don't expect. Don't expect and don't judge anybody. Don't be judgmental, don't blame anybody. And even if you have some difficulty with any person, you should not dislike or hate that person. You know? You may have difficulty to interact with that person, but internally there should not be any hatred or bitterness for the person. These are very simple things to become happy. All of you said that you want to be happy in life, right? I have not told you much of spirituality. I have told you how you can become. Or if you said that you want to be happy, and I think even if you ask a very small child or an old person, a poor person or a rich person, everybody will say we want to be happy, right? So this can be a holistic approach. I would have said many other things, and it is not over. So if you really want to grow in this, you must keep contact with us. Either us or somebody who can give you such, exposure and guidance. So I think my time is over.
Thank you. One question I had, sometimes we do a lot of work to find inner joy and inner peace, and sometimes other people are not able to do that. So when dealing with others who are not happy with you, how do you cultivate a mindset to have difficult conversations with them and talk to them in such a way that you can show there are better ways to be happy when they're not able to see that in themselves?
Actually, it depends on the relationship or it depends on the person with whom you are talking. Suppose it's a very close relationship, you can always discuss and tell what you are feeling And this telling and discussing is always, you must own the person. Own the person means not have any kind of bias against a person. Oh, it is very difficult. How will I tell? He will put up so many arguments and maybe it will turn into a quarrel. So no such bias. In a very natural manner, you must learn to do it. Okay? And if it is close people, and if there may be some people who are not so close, then you have to see how their mindset is, whether their mood is okay. At that time you can start the conversation. But in both the cases, you should not expect that you will be able to convince them. They may remain with their own ideas, own viewpoints, and you should not tell them to be able to make them feel, you feel that you are successful in making them understand your viewpoint. And leave it to them. Suppose they listen to you, it's okay. Suppose they don't listen to you, you can try 1 or 2 times more. After that, leave it. After that, leave it. Yes. But don't get upset by it. If that person has not listened, whosoever it is, it may be in the family or in the profession, don't get upset. You have tried. And also we can always see that people are of different nature. There are 3 gunas, it is called. 3 together in nature, they make, sometimes people are very calm. Any individual is sometimes calm, sometimes very arrogant, sometimes they are very, they will feel very sleepy, lethargic. So everything comes together. It is called sattva, rajas and tamas. So always we are a combination of the 3. Sattva, when we are in sattva state, sattva means we love others, we do things for others, we understand others. And rajas means we are very active. And tamas means we are either deluded or we are lethargic or very sleepy, we always procrastinate, this kind. Now everybody is a mixture, and any time it will be a mixture. So we should, when the people are not listening, but maybe your suggestion, your point of view is very good, they are not listening, try once or twice and think that it is their nature. Maybe after some days again try. But by that, don't get affected. The first thing is that we should not get affected. See, you are very young. All of you have told your passions, your interests, your aspirations. But suppose it doesn't turn out to be what you are wanting. Should you get affected? See, some of you said that we want economic security, or we want the family. We want to support the family. Suppose you are not able to. Should you get affected? No. The basic thing is never get affected. Tell yourself that no, my soul is not affected. Outside many affectations are coming, afflictions are coming, but I will remain afloat in the midst of that. That is the confidence we grow from spirituality. Okay?
Just one question on that same vein is, how do you look within yourself and really bring that joy and happiness even when something really difficult happens? Like, let's say, a loved one passes away, or you lose your house in a fire, or you lose your job, or something you worked very hard goes away. How do you bring that, keep that joy or happiness looking within yourself?
It's not that when something adverse happens, you will feel joyful. It's not that. It's not that you will not be broken. You will not feel that you are drowned. You will not feel that the whole earth has fallen on you. You will remain balanced. And what you have to do at that time, whatever is needed to be done, do that. If we become affected, we will not be able to do what is necessary at that moment. You get it? Get me? So that is the thing. It is not that we will not we'll still be very joyous, we'll sing, and suppose something very bad happens, we will cry. Our tears will fall. Otherwise, we are not human beings. We are not emotional. A rich emotional mind should be there. Rich, and those who do not have, they should try to cultivate it. That is why we feel for others. Thinking that, suppose it happened to me or my children, how I will feel. We feel that for the others. So that kind of emotional mind should be developed. But the non-affectation part, constantly remember this. That there is a way to remain non-affected. There is a way. And maybe I give you all blessings, very young you are. If you should have the interest, the inspiration and the aspiration to progress towards this non-affectation. And whosoever it is, if you have that yearning, will tell you in time how to go about it. Reach that place. And it is not that only when you reach that destination you will be unaffected. Every step that you take towards it will give you non-affectation. A big joy inside. Such wave of joy, you will find where from it is coming. I have not got anything outside. How is it coming? You understand? Okay. I'll chant a small sloka. Sampurnam jagadeva nandanavanam sarvepi kalpadrumaha gangam vari samasta vari nivaha punyas samasta kriyaha vacha prakrita samskrita shruti shiro varanasi medini sarvavasthitirasya vastu vishaya drishti parabrahmani sarvavasthitirasya vastu vishaya drishti parabrahmani. Jai Guru.